Hey guys, you're watching Miami Style TV. I'm Christina. Welcome to our real estate segment with our real estate expert, David Kurz. So David, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
How's it going? How's business?
Business is fantastic.
So today we're going to talk about real estate investment property. David, what do you got for us?
Yes, today we're going to talk a lot about investing in Miami, and we'll talk about how wonderful it is of a city to invest in. And that's one of the reasons that we're sitting today in one of the lower penthouses at the Venetian with my buddy, Sebastian Wagner. How you doing, Sebastian?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic, David.
So Sebastian is one of my colleagues over at Douglas Elliman, and he's going to do great with us today.
Yeah, it's a pretty exciting day going to be today, so let's get started.
So we're here at the Venetian Tower in Unit 4808, puts us on the 48th floor, giving us fantastic panoramic views of Miami. And this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, right?
That's right.
And what do you price at?
We're priced at 1.187.
Wow. So 1.187, I know a lot of you watching TV right now are thinking, good Lord, that's a lot of money. But realistically, this is a really good investment in this building, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Why is that?
To give you some perspective, David, the unit above this sold for $1.6 million. And this one's fully furnished, has 2 parking spaces, a storage space, and it has everything you could need living in the luxury lifestyle.
So you're buying this unit basically $400,000 to $500,000 less than the unit above us.
That's right.
And then you're getting it completely furnished.
Absolutely.
Right, so we can go to a closing table, somebody gets their keys, and they're walking right in.
Walking right in with a toothbrush. That's it.
That's crazy. So let me ask you something. What would a unit like this rent for?
This one in particular, being that it's fully furnished, you're looking at around $6,000 a month minimum. If you put it into a luxury rental program, you could potentially get even more money every month.
Okay, so the luxury rental program, this is a really good example because we're talking investment today, right? So somebody buys this unit, what does the luxury rental program mean for them?
So typically what that means is you have a third-party company that manages every aspect of it. In this building in particular, you have an awesome short-term rental program, which is every 30 days. So in this case, you could either have a realtor like yourself or myself do a yearly rental or even short-term, or you could hire a third-party company and they could do everything from cleaning to move in, move out procedures and everything else.
Wow, so if you really think about this, everybody out there, I want you to understand that this particular unit in this particular building, and it doesn't happen in every building, but this particular building itself allows short-term rentals at 30 days at a time. So what Sebastian is saying is that you can rent it out for a year at about $6,000 a month, fully furnished, ready to go, turnkey, or you can put it into this luxury rental program, which could systematically bring an investor a lot more money. Is that what we're basically saying, right?
Absolutely. It's a great, great value for what you get.
I like to believe that there's all kinds of great investment opportunities in Miami. I like to think that, just because we're in a luxury condo now doesn't mean that you need to buy here. There's still houses that you can buy in Miami under $200,000. Am I right?
Absolutely. I think that it's really important, again, to find the value. And if you go down 8th Street, 7th Street, and you go west, I think you can find, in fact, I've sold some in that area that were under that price point, and fantastic investments for those people, because you got to remember, there's a lot of people investing in Miami right now. There's a lot of money going into these different neighborhoods and on this street particularly. So anything west of here and anything north or south, from this particular part, which is downtown in Brickell, I think has a lot of returns and a lot of possibilities.
I definitely agree with you. I think you're absolutely right. And I think what the message is that we're trying to pass to our viewers is you don't need to be rich to invest in real estate. It's very simple. There are so many properties that you can purchase with so many different loan types to be able to put into a rental portfolio, to be able to develop systems over time so that you and your family have 5, 6, 7 houses all throughout the Miami area, which by the way is all of this right behind us, right? And be able to leave something behind, a legacy of rentals, right? I know families that buy over time 10 properties, right? And all of a sudden I have their children coming to me and saying, my dad invested and he owns 20 properties throughout Miami, and my brother and I would like to sell half of them and maybe keep the other half, you know? Can you help us out? Those are good investments. Would you agree?
Oh, I agree 100%.
Now, I think the important thing to remember is not every investment is a quick flip. You have to wonder if you're going to hold on a property and you're going to maintain it long term, or if you're going to try and flip a property. There's so many options to flipping properties now. There's auctions available. There's new construction that people are buying early on so that when the development is done, they can sell it at market value at that point. What do you think about the new construction side of it?
I think the new construction is fantastic because there's a lot of availability out there for purchasing. And if you get something at the right time, if you buy in early on that particular project, that could be, you could get a new product for the price of what's out there currently. And I think getting something brand new at the price that you can get something, you know, at the same price in the market, I think is a fantastic situation.
I hear you there, man. I appreciate your information so much.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dave.
Thank you. Hey guys, I'm coming to you from our second location, which is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom at 10 Venetian Way. It's a building known as the Grand Venetian, right on the end of the Venetian Causeway, touching Miami Beach, listed at $1.1 million. Now, I have with me my little brother, Adam Kurz, also my business partner on the Kurz team at Douglas Elliman Real Estate. And I brought him along because he's a recent transplant from New York, okay? And so I want you guys to really understand, what do New Yorkers think about when they think Miami?
Well, typically when you come from the Northeast, you imagine Miami Beach as Ocean Drive and mangoes and the typical tourism type of things, but a lot of people don't understand all that Miami has to offer. This unit in particular is walking distance from Lincoln Road. It's from walking distance from beaches, restaurants. This view behind me is $1 million view, and you get exactly what you pay for. This is the epitome of Miami living, and it's exactly what most people want when coming here, especially to Miami Beach.
Okay, and that's why we come to you from this unit, because today's investment segment has a lot of different aspects to it. And when we talk about our different aspects, we talk about people who are buying homes to flip them at a very lower price. And then you have investors such as the ones who would buy a unit like this, who would come here, they would buy this specifically for location and view, right?
Yeah. This location actually itself, like I said, is right next to all the heart of Miami, Lincoln Road and all these things. And when people come from up north or out of state, they envision Miami Beach and generally buy here to rent because this area is always in demand, it's always popular, and people always want to live here no matter what the case is.
I always like to say that Miami will always be Miami, right? We'll always be the one city in the entire nation that will not have to shovel snow. Welcome to Miami in Style.
It was quite interesting tour and a lot of useful information for Miami real estate investment property. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're always doing the show with you guys. I think we have so much more information to give, and I hope that we got a good message out today.
We will. Thank you so much, Alex. Stay tuned for our next segment, which will be Miami pre-construction property. It's going to be really interesting. Don't forget also follow us on Twitter, Instagram for behind the scenes, and Facebook. And of course, browse our website, www.miamiinstyletv.com. It was Christina and Miami in Style. Bye-bye.